Did Jesus claim to be God? It's one of the most profound questions in history, sparking debates among scholars, theologians, and everyday people for centuries. Today, we're diving deep into the Gospels, historical context, and scholarly perspectives to explore this question. Let's journey together and uncover the truth. To understand Jesus' claims, we need to step into his world. First century Judea, a land under Roman rule, buzzing with religious fervor. The Jewish people awaited a Messiah, but what kind? A warrior king like David? A spiritual leader? No one expected a figure who might claim divinity. So, what did Jesus say about himself, and how did his audience hear it? Let's start with the Gospels, our primary sources, written within decades of Jesus' life. The Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, are our earliest accounts of Jesus' words and deeds. Let's look at some pivotal moments. In John 10:30, Jesus says, "I and the Father are one." To modern ears, this might sound like a claim to divinity, but in Greek, the word one, hen, suggests unity of purpose or essence. His Jewish listeners, however, were outraged, accusing him of blasphemy for making himself equal to God. John 10:33. Why? In Jewish monotheism, rooted in Deuteronomy 6:4, equating oneself with God was unthinkable. In Mark 14:61-62, during his trial, the high priest asks, "Are you the Messiah, the Son of the Blessed One?" Jesus responds, "I am, and you will see the Son of Man, seated at the right hand of power, coming with the clouds of heaven." This echoes Daniel 7:13-14, where a divine figure, the Son of Man, receives eternal dominion. By claiming this title, Jesus aligns himself with a heavenly authority, shocking his audience. John's Gospel gives us the boldest claims. Jesus' I am statements, like "I am the bread of life," John 6:35, "I am the light of the world," John 8:12, and most strikingly, "Before Abraham was, I am," John 8:58, echoed the divine name revealed to Moses in Exodus 3:14, "I am who I am." In Greek, the phrase ego eimi, I am, is deliberate, and his audience understood. They picked up stones to kill him for blasphemy, John 8:59. Scholars like N.T. Wright note that these statements don't just claim divinity, but redefine God's identity around Jesus' mission: bread, light, life. Yet skeptics argue these claims are unique to John, written later, around 90 CE, possibly reflecting theological development. Could they be less historical? Most scholars, however, agree that even in the earlier synoptic Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, Jesus' actions, like forgiving sins, Mark 2:5-7, imply divine authority, as only God could forgive sins in Jewish thought. Jesus' claims didn't happen in a vacuum. His actions, calming storms, raising the dead, accepting worship, Matthew 14:33, aligned with divine prerogatives in Jewish tradition. The Pharisees and religious leaders saw these as audacious. In John 5:18, they sought to kill him because he called God his Father, making himself equal with God. Historical context matters. As scholar Larry Hurtado argues, Jesus' early followers, devout Jews, worshipped him as divine within decades of his death, a radical shift in strict monotheism. This suggests Jesus' claims were extraordinary enough to reshape their worldview, evidenced by texts like Philippians 2:6-11, written around 50-60 CE, which describes Jesus as having the form of God. So, did Jesus claim to be God? The Gospels show him claiming divine titles, authority, and unity with the Father, understood by his audience as blasphemous if untrue. While skeptics question John's bolder statements, even the synoptics portray Jesus acting with God's authority. His followers' rapid worship of him as divine suggests they believed his claims. The question isn't just what Jesus said, but what it means for you. Share your thoughts below, like, and subscribe for more deep dives into faith and history. Let's keep exploring together.